Hey guys, Dark Wolf here. Isn't it great to see this logo? Isn't it kind of a nice nostalgic throwback for those of us that recognize it? You see, last night during my presentation, I had what was the equivalent of a troll, I guess. I don't really want to call him a troll because I feel like he was being genuinely sincere. But I got into talking about Jiffy peanut butter. And they basically said I'd made a false statement that if you check the website, you'll find that Jiffy never existed. Clearly, this person does not comprehend the full Mandela effect and exactly how this works. Not exactly that any of us comprehend how this works, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so this bothered me. This bothered me a lot. Bothered me to the point that I figured I might start a new series. I don't know yet. We'll see how this goes. Taking the most popular Emmys and showing all the residual evidence for it. Kind of like some other YouTubers do with fake ones, you know. You know, the big ones, the one that pretty much all of us agree on. Anyway, Jiffy is one that bothered me to no end. And it bothered me to the point that I had to look and look and look until I found all the evidence that I could find. It isn't a whole lot, but here we go, guys. I'm going to show you what I did find. So this is, of course, MandelaEffect.com, so this don't really match or, count. However, this right here I would like to point out. Getting it confused with Jiffy Popcorn, Jiffy Lube, or Jiffy Cake Mix. Here's one problem with that. We call Jiffy Popcorn Jiffy Pop, not Jiffy Peanut Butter. We call Jiffy Lube Jiffy Lube. We call Jiffy Peanut Butter Jiffy Peanut Butter. We're not getting it confused with other products at all. We're not confabulating a peanut butter because there were other things named Jiffy. Next, Jiffy, a peanut butter stout. This is a company that made a beer. They call it Jiffy. It's a peanut butter stout beer. Skipping a Jiffy. Stout brewed with peanut butter. It's interesting they would choose, Jiffy. And look at that. Look at the colors they use for the background of their logo where it says skipping. Notice that color pattern? Does that look familiar? Kind of like maybe that. Red, blue, green is what we got here. Blue, green, red. Same colors. Might be a different pattern. Same colors, though. Circumstantial, I know. Very circumstantial. But when you get enough circumstantial evidence piled up, you start to see something. When you have enough grains of sand, you suddenly have a beach. So here we got the Blues Brothers hanging out right next to the maniacal Jiffy jar with a knife. Oh, look, it's a Jiffy peanut butter jar. Red, blue, and green again. Interesting. So it's not only that they threw the name on there, they even took the exact logo that, quote, Jif, end quote, has always used. The logo that we all remember. Of course, everybody knows this from Moneybags video. This is no surprise to anyone. This image has actually been around quite a while. Here's the whole menu. They've been around since 1973. Huh. And they had sales tax. See that? Anyway, moving along. We've got the Jiffy peanut butter with the knife, the maniacal Jiffy peanut butter, nonetheless. Next. So I found a lot of books. This is chapter is called War and Peace. This is Peanuts, the illustrious history of the goober pea. And according to them, Skippy and Peter Pan had already been introduced. The third was Procter & Gamble's Jif in 1955. Procter & Gamble Company entered the peanut butter business by acquiring W.T. Young Foods of Lexington, Kentucky, makers of Big Top peanut butter, which is strange because the last time I did this, it said that he had actually called it Jiffy before he sold it to them. So that's actually kind of changed too. It said it introduced Jif in 1958 and now turns out 250,000 jars every day. The name Jif seems to be short form of Jif with two F's, like some people remember, or Jiffy. Well, what do you know? Independently, they come up with that also on their own. That's just their opinion, of course, that it seems to be a shortened form of a word that we all remember, that it seems to be a shortened form of now. That one right there with the red, blue, green. Yeah, that one. That word right there, the Jiffy, that we all remember. This is why people believe in this Mandela effect so strongly, because there is evidence to prove that at one time it existed, at least to a large majority of people. This book is Pack a Peanut Butter Sandwich, The Chronicles of Linda Drew. Said it was always just one food, Jiffy peanut butter. Then I'd see those jars everywhere but in the showers. One food. It's not like it was part of a list of other peanut butters or other foods even. She had one food. It was always one food. When Chuck and I went to local American Middle East PX, we take people's food orders for stuff from the USA. It was always just one food. Jiffy peanut butter. So they're overseas. No, they're sending stuff overseas. And everybody's requesting the same thing. They're all requesting Jiffy peanut butter. All these people requesting Jiffy peanut butter. That's interesting. Moving on. Next, we've got If It Ain't One Thing by Cheryl Robinson, which this may very well be a fiction book. You guys might have me on that one. Said I looked in the cabinets and found a box of Ritz crackers that were 1 week past the expiration date and some Jiffy peanut butter that was practically empty except for what I could scrape off the sides to use for peanut butter cracker sandwiches. Interesting. So if this is a fiction book, in this reality, where the book is set, Jiffy peanut butter was a thing, which is interesting that of all the ones, it just happened to be that one chosen. Moving on. The last one is my favorite. This is called A Woman Sent to Saudi Arabia, another book. Again, it may be a fiction. I don't know. However, it says I did give this to her inside a clean Jiffy peanut butter jar. A little humor. A Jiffy peanut butter jar. Interesting. So this is a play. Quite a funny little play, it looks like to me. It's from 2 character plays for student actors. And I understand it's a play. A lot of plays are based on real life. These lines right here are great. Good gracious, you mean in a jiffy, not gypsy. Oh, I see, a jiffy, like peanut butter. Is Jiffy peanut butter fast food? I have no idea. So again, these are just lines from this play, but again, it's interesting they've associated Jiffy and peanut butter. Is Jiffy peanut butter fast food? Why would that even make sense? Well, a lot of us remember the slogan, in a jiffy, make lunch in a jiffy. It later became Choosy Moms Choose Jif. But I know I and a lot of others remember make lunch in a jiffy. Here's the best one of all, guys. I don't know if you know what a rider is, but this is kind of a contract that every star has and demands they have before they will even go do a show. When they get there, there's certain things they expect, and all these things are in what's called a rider. Liza Minnelli's rider for her private residence. Right there, Liza Minnelli. You guys know who Liza Minnelli is? The star. Minnelli preferred a private residence to a hotel suite. Her November 1989 rider If the Riviera included 99 items, mostly food-related, here's a sampling. Fresh garlic, 6 heads, 6 ripe tomatoes, red peppers, green peppers, onions, bread, sourdough, Italian oats, certain breads, specific breads. Mind you, these people are very specific with what they want. Jiffy creamy peanut butter. I can't believe it's not butter. Oreo cookies, carton of Marlboro. Yes, I understand the S's there that don't belong. I get that. I'm not saying it's perfect evidence. I did say it's circumstantial. But I love this. This is Liza Minnelli's writer. She specifically Jiffy peanut butter. Not Skippy, not Jif, not Peter Pan. Liza Minnelli wanted a peanut butter that you can't even find in this world because apparently, according to some, especially if you look at the Jif website, it never existed. Yet, a large majority of us look at this slogan or this logo right here and go, yes, that's what I remember. That looks right. And just to give you a comparison, here's what it is now. This is today's logo. Same color scheme. It's funny because this looks like the Photoshop version. But this is what is, according to history, always been. Now, which looks right to you guys? That or that? A or B? Lens A or lens B? Personally, lens A for me. That always looked correct to me. Still does. I don't care what your websites say. I don't care what you argue against me and say I'm wrong, that never existed in its reality. There's a large group of people of us in this community that do remember this. So here's a good load of evidence, guys. I just wanted to put that out there. I was accused of speaking falsehoods, and that bothered me. So I wanted to show the evidence that I have, that I was able to find, that we all have, that I was able to find on the Mandela effect of Jiffy. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dark Wolf's Den. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. You guys need to ring that bell so you know when I'm live. I go random. I surprise people. I just go live whenever I want to. So you never know when you're going to miss a show, guys. Ring that bell. All right, I'm Dark Wolf's Den, guys. This has been another episode. Remember always, stay awake, but dare to dream. Bye, everybody.